Hello, this is Adam with DreamMadeProductions. This video is made possible by the very kind donations of viewers like you. Thank you. If you are in a position to help this channel improve quality and grow, please visit my Patreon page at www.patreon.com/DreamMadeProductions, linked below. Hello, and happy Halloween. Once again, it is my pleasure to set the stage for this season of ghosts, goblins, and things that go bump in the night. Fall is an interesting time. The hot summer gives way to the cold. A time of contradictions. For most of our existence, the harvest marked a time of plenty. And yet, just as the bounty arrives, the signs of death linger close behind. The cool nights turn cold. The leaves fall from the trees, and the grass stops growing. The dark slowly encroaches on the day until the dark overtakes the light. These are the times our imaginations run wild, when we see witches around the corner, when eyes stare back at us through our windows. Our minds prepare us for the hardships of winter to come. This stark contradiction has over the eons wired our brains, life and death mixed, almost mocking us. In war, these same contradictions remain. There is a saying about war, a general feeling that likely dates back to when mankind first began throwing rocks at one another. The earliest modern form I could trace was published in the Westminster Gazette, June 1909. War itself has been described as months of intolerable boredom interspread with moments of agonizing fear. Today, we know it as war consists of months of boredom, punctuated by moments of sheer terror. When faced with life and death, boredom and terror, the light and the dark, mankind has always seen things staring back at us. And perhaps, worst of all, sometimes we're right. So why would we believe things are any different in the 31st century? It is said that battle mechs are the kings of those future battlefields. As we watch those towering gods of war stride across battlefields, it does not mean demons and devils don't also make those same strides. Ladies, gentlemen, honored guests, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to entertain you tonight. I am Adam with DreamMadeProductions and your humble host. Tonight, we take a look at the boogeyman of the 31st century, that which haunts the battlefields of the future, the Dark One. I hope you enjoy our presentation. Some mechs are machines, some are legends, and some are curses given steel and reactor fire. Mech Warrior, retired. Travis Hawker Sobrik, 5th Lyran Guards, LCAF. The Marauder has always been a sinister silhouette. A hunched, bird-like torso, arms ending in heavy particle cannons, and a cockpit that resembles the visor of some ancient knight. But among mech warriors, there are hushed stories of a darker variant, the Black Marauder. No factory records exist matching the supposed scans of the Black Marauder. No house claims to have built it. Yet across centuries of war, soldiers report similar stories of a thing stalking the night. A phantom machine, a battlefield apparition. And no one seems to agree on what it truly looks like. Some survivors describe it as a standard Marauder, but blackened as though it had been pulled from the wreckage of a fire. Its armor is scorched, pitted, and cracked, with faint red light glowing from within the seams, like embers refusing to die. They say its cockpit glass is opaque, reflecting no light, as if no pilot sits inside. Others insist the Black Marauder is taller, leaner, its limbs elongated beyond standard specifications. Its arms hang too low, its cannons like skeletal claws. Witnesses claim it moves with unnatural silence, striding across a battlefield without the thunder of footfalls, as though it weighs nothing at all. A third account paints it as regal, almost ceremonial, its armor polished obsidian, unmarked by battle. The headpiece gleams like a black visor, and some swear they see a faint crown-like ridge along its helm. To these witnesses, the Black Marauder is less a machine and more a dark monarch, surveying the battlefield with cold detachment. And then there are those who say it looks wrong. Bent at the waist, one arm dragging uselessly, sparks bleeding from its joints, yet it still fights, impossibly, ruthlessly, its weapons firing with precision no crippled mech should possess. This version is often accompanied by reports of distorted radio signals, static that sounds like whispers, or the echoes of a pilot's scream. The earliest accounts date back to the Ameris Civil War. A RimWorld's garrison radioed a desperate call for aid. They reported a lone marauder, painted blacker than the void, walked through their lines without firing a shot. Their attacks passed through the Phantom. Their sensors failed, comms filled with static, and a single phrase repeated in dozens of voices. "You are already gone." When power returned, the garrison was silent. No bodies, no survivors, just empty bunks and cold meals left half-eaten. When RimWorld's relief forces arrived, a single marauder was seen standing in the courtyard, motionless, but faded like smoke when approached. The base was abandoned, as if the entire population had simply been erased. At the time, it was assumed to be a new Star League weapon, until something very similar also happened to the Star League forces invading the Republic. It is said those who have found and somehow salvaged the Black Marauder never live long. Technicians report coolant lines that bleed like veins, myomer bundles that twitch when no power runs through them. One supposed Comstar adept wrote that the neuro helmet inside was still warm when he touched it, though the cockpit had been sealed for decades. Every pilot who straps in hears the same thing. Whispers in the comms. Voices of the dead calling their name. Some eject in terror. Others never eject at all. Their marauder striding into enemy fire without fear, as if the machine itself demanded their sacrifice. Going to any bar frequented by mech warriors, buying a few drinks, will get you stories of all kinds. When talk turns to spooky stories, mech warriors and their aerotech cousins are all too happy to tell you their supposed encounters with ghosts, aliens, beasts, mutants, and monsters of all kinds. If conversation turns to that of the Black Marauder, there is often a distinctive split. The soldiers will either continue on with their tall tales as they had, or, among a few, the mood darkens. Drinks are pushed aside. Warriors leave suddenly, and a few, a very few, will speak of what they saw. Their eyes not focused on you, nor the bar, but somewhere else, somewhere far away, and deeply, deeply disturbing. 3025, Periphery Border. A mercenary company operating near the Taurian border reported contact with an unidentified marauder during a routine patrol. In a violent dust storm that reduced visibility to less than 50 meters. The Lance commander swore he saw a black silhouette moving against the wind, its PPCs firing with unnatural precision despite the storm. One Shadowhawk was cored instantly, its reactor going critical. In reply, the remaining 11 mechs opened up on the mysterious marauder. When the storm cleared, the battlefield was littered with wreckage, but only from the lost mercenary mechs. No remains of the marauder could be found, despite the Lances scoring multiple hits with heavy weapons. The 3 surviving mercs claim their HUDs showed the Marauder's IFF code as their own Lance commander's name, even though he was alive and screaming orders at the time. Countless such tales have circulated among mech warriors and spacers throughout the Secession Wars. One could almost forgive the stories. During those dark times, even basic technology became almost mystical to some. Encounters could be understood as encounters with rare lost tech, such as an ECM field wreaking havoc with 300-year-old, poorly serviced sensor and comm systems. However, what about those that never lost the knowledge? Stories abound of the Black Marauder stalking the Innersphere states, but the clans have also known its terror. 3050, Clan Ghost Bear Invasion Corridor. During the clan invasion, a Clan Ghost Bear Star Captain led his unit against what he believed was a lone Innersphere straggler. Conditions were Arctic tundra, clear skies, and they detected no ECM interference. The Marauder appeared on sensors moving at speeds far beyond its chassis limits. Its PPCs fired continuously without heat spikes, cutting down 2 Omnimax in seconds. Pilots reported their neuro helmets filled with static and the sensation of drowning. The sensation of drowning became so intense that veteran clan mech warriors tore off their neuro helmets in the middle of battle. The Star Captain's entire command was annihilated. He was found wandering the tundra days later, helmet cracked and muttering that the Marauder's cockpit was filled with faces pressed against the glass, screaming, "Let us out!" The Star Captain was so mentally damaged by the encounter that he was transferred to the labor caste. But even that was not enough. Even the famously familiar clan ghost bears seemingly left with no choice but to euthanize the former mech warrior. Some mech warriors claim the Black Marauder is a cursed spirit of vengeance, punishing the Inner Sphere and clan states for their myriad of crimes throughout the centuries. This seems to be the case, with relatively young or short-lived nations such as the Tikhonov Republic and the Free Rasselhog Republic having few, if any, visits from the fabled Dark One. However, the Black Marauder would appear to terrorize the Republic of the Sphere exactly 1 month after its founding, suggesting that crimes of the past was not the terror's motivation. 15 April 3081, Republic of the Sphere. A militia unit defending a small Republic world report a catastrophic systems failure during an apparent skirmish with unknown raiders. It was urban combat with dense comm traffic, both military and civilian. The Marauder appeared on rooftops, moving impossibly from one building to another without jump jets. Survivors claim the mech simply walked through the air as if it were as solid as the asphalt. Militia comms were hijacked, broadcasting their own voices back at them, distorted into agonized screams. One pilot swore he heard his dead brother's voice begging him to eject. The entire militia command net collapsed. Survivors claimed their targeting reticles automatically locked onto friendly units without input. By the time reinforcements arrived, the city was a graveyard of friendly fire. Despite a thorough investigation, no evidence could be found that opposing forces were ever present. Among mech warriors, the Black Marauder is not spoken of lightly. Some say it's a Star League prototype, possessed by the souls of fallen pilots. Others believe it is a RimWorld's Republic occult experiment, now cursed to wander forever. But the most chilling rumor is this: the Black Marauder is not a machine at all. It is war itself, given form. It appears where bloodshed is greatest, feeding on fear, rage, and despair. So, if you're ever in your cockpit, your sensors flickering, comms hissing, you hear voices that shouldn't be there, and you see a black shape on the ridge, its eyes burning cold blue in the dark, don't fire, don't run, just pray. Woe unto you, my friend, for the Black Marauder has already chosen you.
Hello,
This is Adam with DreamMadeProductions. Thank you for watching my content. It really means a lot that you have given me the chance to entertain you. If you would like to support the channel, please visit my Patreon at patreon.com/DreamMadeProductions, linked below. Also below is a link for PayPal, or links if you would like to send crypto, if that's more your thing. Please know any amount that you give will be cherished and used to upgrade equipment and improve the channel. You can also help the channel by subscribing, turning on notifications, liking, commenting, and sharing my channel with anyone you think might be interested. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you enjoy the battle reps that are to come.